on to principle number 10, the principle of fortitude. So when we talk about fortitude, we're talking about being courageous, doing the right thing. As Fran says, do the right thing, it's always the right thing to do. I like that saying. It's pretty simple, straightforward, and it's really tough to argue with. I mean, the alternative is doing the wrong thing, and why would anyone choose knowingly to do the wrong thing as opposed to the right thing? Except it happens all the time, so that is a legitimate question. Why do people choose to do the wrong thing when they know it's wrong? We all do it. The answer is that it's easier, right? We take the easy way out. We understand that these principles are difficult to practice. We understand that it's a process and it's going to take a lot of work, and that's why fortitude is so important. These are difficult things. The ideas sound simple, and yet we don't practice them because they aren't easy. And so we need to have the courage to do the difficult things anyhow, even though they're difficult. We need to push through. We can't settle. As we talked about, honesty can be difficult. We need to be honest anyhow. It's tough to have certain conversations, but we still need to be courageous and push through that. Someone once said, I forget who it was, I wish I could give them credit, but they said that a person's life, their success, can be judged by the number of difficult conversations that they have. And I think that there's definitely some truth to that. By being willing to have more difficult conversations, we can accomplish more, again, as we've talked about, even just with honesty and all of these virtues, the importance of them. But we recognize that they're difficult, and it takes courage to actually practice them and to do them consistently on a daily basis to make those improvements. And that's why the most people don't, right? This information has been available. We're not claiming to have anything new. What we've said all along is we've went back and looked through history. These are things that have been done, tried, practiced. The issue is that they're difficult. It's not easy to do. It's much more tempting to take the easy way out, to cut corners. It just simply doesn't work. So we need to remain courageous and focused on what it is we're trying to accomplish. And as always, our purpose and our goals are going to be fundamental in that. We don't want to be courageous for the sake of being known as a courageous person, right? You don't want to die on any hill, but you do want to have hills that you're willing to die on. So understand your goals and your purposes and what's important to you, and then don't sacrifice those for anything. So when we took these values and we put them in a hierarchy, we talked about the importance of a hierarchy and why that is. You don't want to have opposing views and not know which one to sacrifice. Fortitude is having the courage to sacrifice something you value in order to advance towards something you value even more. Okay? So that's where it's fundamental. Again, it's at the end of the list only because we need to understand the other ones first and before we can actually properly practice fortitude. Again, it's not being courageous just for the sake of being known as courageous and being a courageous person. It's not doing the right thing in public to be seen and known as a person who does the right thing. It's doing it for the sake of, because it is the right thing, and because doing the right thing is going to help you advance your goals. So remember, do the right thing. It's always the right thing to do.